Hi, I'm Michael, and this is California. Now, before we get started today, I want to mention that tomorrow we are going to do a full video just for questions and answers for Snap. So if you had questions that have not got answered, or if you're going to put them down below today, put them in there and we'll put them together and put them for the video tomorrow for the full Snap questions and answers video. Now, today we're going to talk about how Snap got expanded, why it got expanded, how long it could potentially last, and the big question that we've gotten so many times, which is, will your benefits actually expand? And the answer is, it kind of depends. So we'll talk about that. Now, before we do that, if you like this information, if you find these videos interesting or helpful or even useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. So let's talk about how Snap got expanded first. So it's really directly related to the pandemic and the lockdown. So under the CARES Act, there was a provision specifically for more money for states to expand the benefits of Snap for those people in the states as a result of the lockdown and the pandemic for a couple reasons. One is that when everything's locked down and there's a pandemic, a lot of folks are working less hours, which means they are obviously going to need additional resources, at least temporarily, until they can get back to work. The second one is there's lots of kids who are back from school, who are at home, who are hanging out and eating all day. So obviously there's going to be a need for additional resources for that as well, just so those kids can have additional food also. And then finally, lots of food costs have gone up, and we can see that. Hopefully it's temporary, but if you've been to the store lately, you see the cost for meat and chicken and eggs, all that stuff has gone up pretty dramatically, which is moreover a reason why those folks who oftentimes don't have enough resources as it is need to get a little extra to help them through this time. And so that's one of the main reasons why Snap was expanded. That was one of the primary goals of CARE, was to ensure that the population of states here in the United States have enough resources to survive. So let's talk about one of the first big questions we've gotten, which is, will the benefits continue for next month? And it really depends from state to state. It's going to vary because, first of all, the states have to apply for the extended benefits. And some states applied really early on, as far back as April, for extended benefits up until the end of May or even into June. Some states have applied late, and some states have not applied at all yet, or they're even applying right now. So it really varies what state you're in. The other question is, how long have they applied for? So I know California specifically had applied to extend up until the end of July. Now, it has not been approved yet, so we haven't seen any approvals yet, but they've asked up until July. Some other states may ask until the end of June. My hunch is that it's going to really depend on whether the state is still going to be on lockdown or anticipate being on lockdown or continue to open up like other states. So if your state is all the way open, they may not even extend it. Whereas if the state like California is staying on lockdown, they're asking everyone to stay home, it makes sense that they're going to continue to ask for more benefits. Now, for those states that are open up, they definitely should extend those benefits. The reason being is that even though everything is open up, the lockdown's over, it's still going to take time for everyone to get back to work and everything to get running again. So there's still going to be a lot of help necessary during that time frame. All right, so let's go over the big question for today, the one that we got the most so far, which was, will my benefit go up? And this question is pretty complicated, so I'm going to bring out the old chart here. So if we look at the chart, there's two columns. The first column is the maximum monthly amount that someone can get based on their household size. The second column is the average amount that people get on Snap based on household size. So for example, if we look here for one person, the actual maximum amount they can get is $194. So that's the most that someone can get monthly based on Snap's calculation. Now, most people on Snap who are single only get $131. And the reason is because they have some income that gets taken away from that $194. So a percentage of the income that you have gets taken away from the maximum amount to bring you down to what you normally get, the $131. So when the question is asked, will I get an extension or an expansion of my benefits or not? It can come down to two situations. So the first situation is for the person who's making $131. So they have income, so they're not getting the max. And in that case, during the months that have been temporarily expanded, they will get the max automatically up to $194. So if you are getting $131 or you're getting $110 or whatever you're getting as a single person less, for the months where Snap was expanded, you will actually get the full maximum amount of $194. Now, if you were making $194 before the expansion, so you got the maximum amount already, now during the temporary lockdown and the pandemic and the temporary expansion, they can't expand your benefits any higher. So your benefits will not go any higher. You'll just continue to get the $194. So the answer is, if you were getting less before, now you're going to get more, at least for the months where the expansion was approved. If you got the maximum before, then your amount will not change because they can't go over the maximum amount. So I know it's really complicated especially when we get the comments and people are like, "Oh, am I getting my benefits?" And the question is, I answer back with lots of questions saying like, "Did you get it before? Did you not get it before? How much were you getting before?" That's the reason why, is because in situation 1, if you are not getting the max, now you will get the max. But if you were getting the max, you won't see an expansion because they can't give you more than what already is the maximum amount. Thank you so much for watching our video, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you have any comments or questions, put them down below. Don't forget, tomorrow we are going to do a full Q&A video for Snap to answer all the other questions that we got asked. Again, these are just for the biggest questions today. So leave your comments and questions below. We love your comments and questions. We'll make a new video or a new post as soon as we can. Now, finally, we here at California, we know health insurance, whether it's Medicaid or Medi-Cal or Covered California or Medicare or even health insurance for a small group, we know health insurance. So if you have any health insurance questions, put those down below as well, and we'll make a new video or a new post to go over those. Now, other than that, I am Michael, and this is California, wishing you a happy, healthy day.